Good morning. As I said, this is the time for the regular morning announcements at 11:10. We have 10 minutes set aside for the announcements. That should be the 1 minute most days. On rare occasions, when we run out of time, we'll come back and sneak a minute or two out of period 6. But I think that'll happen very rarely. First of all, I want to tell you about two things that are very important. A few ninth graders, we believe, did not get the Warrior Nation red t-shirts at orientation because we ran out. But we have some more in now, and we will order more if necessary. So if you're a freshman, and if you did not get your Warrior Nation t-shirt, please see Mrs. Johnson in the Student Center. That's room 128, just off the main foyer. Student Center, Mrs. Johnson. She'll take your name and size. She might be able to accommodate you on the spot, but if she can't, we'll order one. We want every single freshman to have a Warrior Nation red t-shirt. Second, it's a very important announcement. I want everybody to listen up for this. And in regards to our AP classes, and there are two important points. One, this is the time, the first full day, the second full day, the first week, when some of you may be in that class, you may say, hey man, this is hard, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm not sure I expected this much work. Do not fold your tent and panic. Hang in there. You probably will be just fine, and you will be very glad at the end of the term, at the end of the year, that you stuck with it. I know some of you are a little jittery at the moment, and there may be a few of you who are taking like 4 or 5 that should consider dropping one. But for the most part, if you just get a little nervous, hang in there. I think you'll be fine if you just give it a few days. All the AP teachers are very helpful. They want to work with you. They all want you to be there and to continue the class and be successful. So be patient with us, but it will be a little bit harder. You know, we can't soft sell that. I mean, they're supposed to be a little bit harder. And related to that, there are some of you out there, I'm not sure how many, but there's some of you that are thinking, I should have taken an AP class, or I wish I would have taken AP World. You can still do that. The lines for see the concerts are shorter today than yesterday. They should be extremely short tomorrow. You can add AP classes after the next few days because they're all year-long courses. So it's a critical decision. Better to make an error on the side of signing up and then choosing to drop it later than to not sign up and regret it. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking, maybe I should have, or I'd like to try it, or I'm going to college, it'd be a good thing, go in and see your concert. If you want to, wait till tomorrow when the lines get much shorter, or after school today, and think about adding a course. We'll shoehorn you in some way, and that way you got your oar in the water. You got a shot at it finishing the year. If you don't make a move in the next day or two, you can't possibly do that. So honestly, they're great courses, and if you're even thinking about it, consider making that move as quickly as possible. Freshmen, if you're interested in running for class officer, pick up an application outside of 119. Forms are due back Wednesday. You know your lunch schedule. Your period 5, teacher told you it probably yesterday, or you can go to your period 5 class and they'll tell you now. About half the building goes to lunch right after the announcements at 11:20. The other half goes to class, period 5, and then it reverses in an hour. But there are a couple exceptions. 3. Mr. Taylor's 5th hour astronomy class will have class and then lunch. So if you have Mr. Taylor because of a unique aspect of his schedule, go to class, unlike the rest of the department, then you'll have second lunch. Same with Mr. Pamaticki's class, you will have class and then lunch. That's your ELL science class. And finally, Mr. Tauber's class will have class first and then lunch. That's his wood tech class. Those 3 vary from the schedule. They probably told you that, but just in case they haven't. Check your ID. If your parent purchased an activity ticket for you, and if it's not on there, see Mrs. Carter in the activities office. She can fix that. And if you don't have any kind of an ID, not the actual red kind that you really need to have, or the blue temporary one, Mrs. Schaumer in the main office can help you with that. And parking hangers are ready. I think you know that to be picked up. We have 7 birthdays today. Sarah Barnes, Keenan Collins, Reed Durbin, Jessica Felter, Courtney Fisher, Tristan Maynard, and Daryl Simmons. All birthdays today. Happy birthday to all of you. Lunch today includes chicken strips with rice pilaf, Alternates burger basket with french fries out in the hall, sub sandwiches somewhere, specialty pizza at the pizza line, crispy chicken sandwiches over along the wall. And the rules that we talked about a little bit yesterday, and I only mentioned a couple of them. I'm going to mention number 3 today. While in school, use school-appropriate language, which does not include swearing or obscene or vulgar language. I'm going to tell you, it's probably not my business how you talk at home or how you talk with your friends when you're at events, social events with them. but it is kind of our business how you talk at school. And you will never regret this, because wherever you work, you already know this, a lot of you have jobs. You have to use business-approved language when you're in certain settings. So I'm not telling you how to lead your life, but I am telling you that this is a business-like setting, and you need to watch your language in the halls here. And it's just going to be a good habit for work and in any environment in the future where appropriate language is necessary. If you want to be a football manager for the sophomore team, report to practice at 3:15 or go and see Coach Wood in room 216. Mr. Lamas, I'm going to get you on while we have time.
Okay. If you're interested in working backstage for any drama or performing arts activities this year, I'm talking to you ninth graders, but also to existing performing arts technicians. We are having our tech clinics today and tomorrow from 3 o'clock until about 4:15. You do not have to come to both of them, but if you're a ninth grader or you're new to the program, it would be best if you could get to both of them, because we're going to cover a lot of material. We've got some new equipment we're going to show off, and those performing arts technicians that have been part of the program are, I encourage you guys to come as well, because we always change a few things, some of the procedures. We definitely go over the schedules and things like that. All the information you want about being a backstage technician today and tomorrow in the auditorium, 3 o'clock.
GSA is meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays in room 28. If you're at all interested, anybody is welcome, so please come.
If you're interested in almost daily updates on school events and school results, you're welcome to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter address is @DrPlagman. It's Twitter @DrPlagman. And almost every day I'll have some message about some event or some great thing at school. Good meet last night for the swimmers against Iowa City High. Andy Lawrence won the diving. Maddie Walker and Maggie Wright both won their butterfly events. Outstanding awards, our award winners, outstanding to Logan Eckhart and Anna Corbett. Racehorse to Olivia Altemeyer and Lucy Ernst. Most improved to Emily Burke and Maya Altemeyer. City High won the varsity meet by a narrow margin, but RJVs had a big win, 119-29. I think we've covered all the morning announcements. Hope you're having a great day. And we'll be back at this time tomorrow at 11:10 for the Thursday morning announcements. At the tone.